fun hike through the jungle. Two young women vanished on what was supposed to be a fun hike through the jungle, and for 10 weeks, nobody knew what the hell had happened. But then, the discovery of their discarded backpack broke the case wide open because inside of the backpack was a camera. In the spring of 2014, two young girls took a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Panama. Their names were Chris Kremers and Lisanne Froon, and they were both students from the Netherlands. Their trip started off on the north coast of Panama, and then after a few weeks, they made their way inland to a small mountain town called Boquete. There must have been some sort of miscommunication because once the girls arrived, they were told that their volunteer jobs would not be starting for another week. And what better way to fill that time than to explore the beautiful countryside around them. Chris and Lisanne took a taxi to the trailhead for a hike called El Pianista. So on this hike, they apparently brought with them a dog from the local village. The trail that they were on, it's not a long one per se. I guess it's only about 2.5 miles or 4 kilometers each way, but it is pretty steep, and it's the jungle after all, so it's very wet. The girls apparently made it to the top with pretty much no issue. They summited around 1 p.m. and they must have been really enjoying themselves. They actually continued on past the summit instead of turning around and hiking back down to the trailhead. You see, this hike that they were on is designed as an out and back, with the turnaround point being the summit that the girls reached. My understanding is that almost everybody who does this hike turns around at this point, and I'm not even sure if there is like an official trail that runs beyond the summit. So it's possible that the girls followed one of these herd paths beyond the summit, and it's not really clear to me why they did this, but for whatever reason they most likely did, and this resulted in them never being seen alive ever again. The dog that they were hiking with, well, it returned back to its owner's property without the girls. A local group of searchers set out to try and find them. They had helicopters, they had dog teams, and of course they had like organized ground searchers as well. Despite this effort, the girls could not be located. Even with the families now on the ground, on location, putting pressure on the searchers to find these missing women, no results were yielded. A local woman made a bombshell discovery. She found a backpack. She found this backpack in a rice paddy near the banks of a river. It was some 5 miles away from where the girls had been hiking. This local woman finds the backpack